Hello everybody. Okay, after that video I think I had posted on Saturday, I was complaining about the Presta valves on this bicycle. I had two people ask me what my beef was with the Presta valves. So let me answer that question. Okay, so this is the Presta valve, and if we take this off, you can see that they're longer than a Schrader valve. And this little core here on the valve, that's aluminum. It bends really easy. So you have to be careful when you fill the tire. You can bend it and it snaps off really easy. I've also had issues with these Presta valves when I'm trying to inflate it, because sometimes, unless you're really careful with the pump you're using, you can bend the stem and then it's ruined. And I've done that, and it makes me so mad. And then if you're on the road traveling, like I have been, I go to warm shower houses or, some other like garage places to see if I can put my tires to pressure, and they don't have a good pump that will fill these Presta valves. So, but everybody has the pumps for the Schrader valves. That's another issue. And yes, I carry a pump with me, but it doesn't have the pump. The hand pump I have doesn't have the gauge to tell you what pressure it's at. So I like to use the floor pumps, but when you're traveling like this, you can't really bring that with you. And I mean, again, yes, I know there are hand pumps that have that gauge, but they are few and far between, and they're very expensive. So I just go with what I have. Another issue that I've had with these valves is that, especially, this happened to me a few times, and recently, months ago this year when I was in Canada, I had a flat tire. I had to change out the tube. And then once I changed out the tube, I used my little traveling hand pump to pump it. And then when I took it off, the whole core of the valve came off and it instantly deflated again. And and I actually had that happen a couple times to me. In fact, when I had that first flat tire when I was in Canada, and Karen came to save the day. She had brought me a brand new tube from a bike shop, from a local bike shop. We inflated it and the same thing happened. I took the pump off and the whole core came out, instantly deflated. It's just such a pain in the butt. At the end of the day, these valves are just fragile. But they have their pros too. For these high-end bikes, there's a reason that they have them. They take a smaller hole and it just helps with the integrity of your rim, and I get that. However, they're fragile and they're just a pain in the butt. And over the past 5 years or so, I've ridden extensively with these valves and the Schrader valves. And so for people that don't know, the Schrader valves, those are the valves you typically will find on your car tires or low-end bikes. And I've ridden, for decades with those Schrader valves. And yeah, I think I remember there was one time I had an issue with the stem of a Schrader valve. But other than that, they are just reliable and super easy. These Presta valves, pain in my butt. For all you Presta valve lovers out there, I'm also aware that there's a little gadget that you use to strengthen the core, put the core in tighter, when it pops out like that, or before you even inflate it. But here's the thing with that, it's just, again, it's another little tool, something else to think about. I've just had so many issues with these stupid Presta valves, and basically none with the Schrader. And you don't have to have any of these extra little tools or adapters for the Schrader valve. So I'm Schrader valve all the way. I'm just old school. A friend of mine called me an old school cyclist, and I am. Sometimes the newest and the greatest isn't so great for me. And when I talk about inflating my tires and not having a Presta air pump thing, yes, I am aware that there's the adapter. I have the adapters, but once again, I've put these on. I go to unscrew them and the whole core comes out of the valve, of the Presta valve. So not worth it. That's my biking spiel of the day. I'm getting the bike out right now. I'm going to try to do at least a 10-mile loops just to stay in shape, get a little exercise, and as you know, I just like being outside. So any other questions, let me know. I'll give you an answer. Until then, get out there, get some exercise. See y'all later.